everyone, welcome to my channel. And today's video is going to be on this DIY all the time Anthropologie textured blooms pillow dupe. Whew, that is a mouthful. So if I am not mistaken, when I found them online they are $78 each, just because it does tell you to pick a color and a quantity. So I decided to go ahead and remake them, and if I'm not mistaken it cost about $30 to make both of them. These are the textured pillows here that I found off of the website, and if you do want them to look a lot fluffier and fuller like this, you can just do the step that I went ahead and skipped, is just brushing out all of the fringes as soon as you're done gluing them onto the pillow. I just kind of like the way it looked without brushing them out. I didn't want it to look too full, but if that's the look you're going for, just go ahead and brush them out and it'll give you that exact look. Let's begin. So this variety pack here was a huge lifesaver. It saved me a good $10 just because it was a variety of colors of 36 craft cords at 10 yards each. And like I said, it came with a variety of the colors that we are going to need. I just had to buy another, I think 6 separately, which were only 50 cents each. You first want to begin with making the tassels for the pillow, the blooms technically, and all you want to do is cut out a piece of cardboard with about 5 inches in width, but the main important part to take away from it is that the height has to be 1.5 inches so that it fits your pillow perfectly. Side note, I did purchase 18 by 18 inch pillows, and the ones on Anthropologie are 20 by 20, so depending on your size it may vary, but as long as it's 18 by 18 or 20 by 20, it'll vary from 1.5 to 2 inches long on your cutout. To wrap the cord around the cutout, grab the free hanging cord and hold it against that cutout itself and begin wrapping it until you use all 10 yards of that cord. You'll then stop wrapping the cord around the cutout when you have about 12 inches left of the cord hanging. All you need to do is cut it as close as you can to the cutout, just so that you leave those 12 extra inches for the next step. From the excess cord you just cut an additional 5 inches from one end to create 2 pieces, so that the shortest piece you'll use for the first knot. To create the first knot, run the single strand of cord between the cutout and the bushels of cord you just created by wrapping it around it. Then you want to make sure that you create the knot on the opposite end of the free hanging cord. Then tie one knot to secure the cord in place and remove it from the cutout. Once you have removed the cord from the cutout, make a second knot to secure it in place. You can even add a third to make sure it ain't going anywhere. Then take a pair of scissors and try to find the center of the tassel. What I like to do here is just pull on the opposite end so that I find the middle of the cord itself. Then you're just going to cut it to create the tassel. So once you have cut the cord into half, basically, next step is just to kind of flip it around so that the cords you just tied on are now on the inside opposed to the outside. Then just take your scissors and cut any frays. And what I like to do before tying the tassel off is kind of comb it, if you will, just so that it has a nice sleek look, where it isn't too jumbled up on the top and it just looks a lot more clean. Lastly, you're going to take that second piece of cord that you had cut off, the longer piece, and all you're going to do is make a last and final double knot, just trying to stay as close as you can to the top, but not too close or else the knot will just pop right off and you'll have to start over, just on this step. And there you have your first tassel. Now a quick recap on how to make the bloom. You want to keep the cord in its packaging and just keep pulling from one end. Hold the cord to the cutout and wrap it around until you use the 10 yards, leaving 12 inches at the end. Once you have cut off the excess piece, cut an additional 5 inches to make the first knot, running it through the bottom of your cord and making one knot on the top and sliding it out of your cutout. Then tie an additional 2 to 3 knots to secure it into place, and then cut it out, trying to get it as close as you can to the center. Then again, just flip it inside out, then tie it at the top to secure it, and you have created your second bloom. Just follow these exact steps until you create all of the blooms that you need. And the awesome thing about making it on your own is you can make any color scheme that you want. If you don't want the shades of blue or the shades of red, you can completely go green or black. It's up to you. Now, to form the blooms, the way I like to go about it is just fan it out from the inside of the tassel itself, just to kind of create like a little flower. Then I like to place it on the pillow and just kind of comb it with my finger, making sure that I expand all of the fringes on their own. And this is the step where you would comb out all of the fringes if you want that really full voluminous look. After arranging the blooms on the pillow, glue them down with some fabric adhesive. Key note, just make sure that you go back and hold them in place for a few additional seconds just to make sure that they adhere to the pillow very well. I even took the extra step and adding some extra glue on the fringe of the blooms, the part closest to the center. Because these are just going to be decorative throw pillows in my bedroom, I'm okay with just gluing them down, but if you are going to sleep on them or what have you, I would go even further and take the stuffing out of the pillow and sew the blooms into the pillow themselves. And there you have your first pillow. Now onto the blue one. All of your blooms or sewing them down, your pillows are complete. Alright, well, thank you for watching, everybody, and please subscribe.